Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be making a video to answer some of the questions that a lot of you guys have been asking. So this is kind of like a Q&A session part 2. First of all though, I'd like to apologize to those people who do comment and I don't reply. It's not that, I don't read them or I don't care about them. I read each and every one of your replies. I just don't answer to all of them because if I answer to one, then I have to answer to everybody, and I just have too much to do to be able to do that. But when you guys do have questions, I try to answer them as much as possible. But for those of you who share your weight loss successes, how you're doing on your weight loss journey, I congratulate all of you guys, and you guys really do inspire me every time you let me know how you guys are doing. So I'm reading all of your comments, so please don't think that I ignore you guys. Okay, so what I wanted to also say in this video is just some of the statistics about me and my body, because I don't believe I really went into detail with you guys in the beginning, which I should have done, like measurements and things like that. But first off, I don't measure myself, which I regret, but I'll tell you guys the other things that I do know. So first of all, my height. I'm 5'4". My starting weight was 236.4, and as of my last video, I have weighed myself, so I do have a new weigh-in, but I'm not going to let you guys know yet. So as of my last video, I was 170.6, so I went from 236.4 to 170.6, and my goal weight when I first joined, or when I joined Weight Watchers, my goal was to be 130, but that has changed to 120, 125. I'd still be really happy with 130, but I'd like 120 to be like the ultimate goal. Okay, so my dress size. I went from an 18/20, not quite into the 20s, but I wasn't fitting into 18s anymore, and I'm currently a size 12. Sometimes 14, but most of the time I'm a size 12. Okay. I just wrote everything down in my book to know what I'm going to be talking about, so that's what I'm looking at. So, okay, so next on my list, my diet routine. Again, in terms of what I eat anything I want. It's all about portion control, which is what Weight Watchers is all about. In terms of when I eat, I don't have a set, like breakfast, lunch, and dinners, and snack times, and things like that. I try to eat as often as I can, sticking to my target points, of course, and right now I have 22 target points that I can eat. And usually I start usually my first meal starts at around noon, so I already don't have breakfast. And I know breakfast is really important, but I wake up at like noon anyway. So my first meal is at noon, and then I usually give about 3 hours before I go to my next meal. And my cutoff time is 8 o'clock. So yeah, I usually try to stop eating before 7, but like if I wake up late and like I want to spread my meals out more evenly, then my cutoff time is 8 o'clock. Exercise. Do I exercise? No, not yet, but I am in the weight range that I did tell myself that I'd be starting to exercise. So since it's already summer and my schedule is just a little bit more relaxed, I will be working out very soon this month. Okay, so a lot of you guys too are asking about Weight Watchers in terms of whether you should do it online or go to an actual meeting. I can't really say which one is better because, well, what I did, I went to an actual Weight Watchers meeting in person, but which one is better, I really can't say because even the Weight Watchers meetings, I never really went to. I only went to 3. So, but from what I've read, from the reviews that I've heard of, I hear either way is really, really helpful. For me personally, I didn't need to go to the meetings, but I still stuck with the Weight Watchers program. Okay, so a lot of you too don't want to spend the money to go to the meetings or to register, and are asking me how to calculate your target points. Well, the good thing with the internet is you can find pretty much almost anything and everything there. So you can actually just put it like in your search engine, you can even type in how to calculate target points for Weight Watchers, and it's gonna show up. The thing is, I stick with I'm still with the old program though. I believe they have a new system called Pro Points, so it's really up to you guys. I'm sure you can find how to calculate your target points for both ways. The old way works for me, so that's why I didn't change it, and I don't really mind sticking with it. Okay, so a lot of you too are asking how Weight Watchers work exactly. I mean, I can give you guys like a brief kind of summary as to how it generally works. What they have is a point system, and each person is allowed to eat a certain amount of points based on their current weight, their height, their age, their gender, how much physical activity they do, and if they are pregnant. So for me, I'm allowed 23 points, and so what that is, it means that you can eat that much points per day, and you're allowed, according to the old system, you're allowed an additional 5 points per day on top of your minimum target points. And they usually suggest that you use all of your minimum target points, because if you don't, you can't save that for the next day or for the rest of the week. For the extra points, you can save your extra 5 points every day and put it towards like the end of the week if you know you're going to go to a party and you need those extra points to be able to eat a bit more. And each food has a points value, so and again, for that, you can look that up on the internet too. So if you know you're going to eat something, you don't know, you can't calculate how many points, just you can look it up on the internet and you will find it. I guarantee you, like, I'm 95% sure you'll find almost anything you want to get the points for. Okay, so are there meal plans for Weight Watchers? No. They do have recipes that you can that they have published in their books that you can use, but meal plans, no, they don't tell you what to eat, when to eat them. It's really up to you, and that's what I love about Weight Watchers. You have so much freedom, and that's why it's something that will work with, I imagine, pretty much anyone who joins it. It's a lifestyle change, and so I think that's why it works for a lot of people, including myself. So no, there are no meal plans, but that's actually an advantage because it's something you can work. They let you eat the foods that you want to eat even after Weight Watchers. So unlike Jenny Craig or Nutrisystem, you know, they give you the food, but then once you lose all the weight, then what? How are you gonna? You're gonna want to go back to. You're gonna have to go back to eating the food that you usually eat, but how much of that do you eat? Because you've relied so much on the food that they were giving you. So that's what I love about Weight Watchers. It's a lifestyle change, something that you can live with the rest of your life. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and I just realized from last week that I lost 4 pounds, and I guess that's something I should have celebrated in my last video, because I thought the video before my last video, I weighed in at 172, but really I was at 174, and then, so I went from 174 point something to 170 in my latest video. getting a little awkward there. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, so yay, I'm really happy about that. 4 pounds in a week. I don't think I've had a loss like that in forever, since like my first week that I joined. But next week is going to be my first anniversary on Weight Watchers, so that's pretty exciting. Okay, I guess that's everything for this video. I hope I covered everything that you guys have been wanting to know. Yeah, so keep the questions coming. I love getting your questions. I love answering them. So yeah, feel free to comment below on my profile or send me a message. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.